Support for Radio Friends comes from Columbia Healthy Smiles, the dental office of husband and wife team Dr. Batson and Dr. Abe, offering comprehensive and customized care to patients of all ages. Learn more by calling 573-721-9039 or online at www.columbiahealthysmiles.com. Good morning and welcome to Radio Friends on Wednesday, April the 26th. I want to introduce you right now to Tim Haller. Tim is with the Missouri Junior Duck Stamp Program, which we talked about for several years on here. Yep. You brought along a special guest, who is?
Yeah, I'd like to introduce SHAUNNA Wood. She's with the Lake Arts Council out of Osage Beach, Missouri. They've been a long-time sponsor of the Missouri Junior Duck Stamp Program. Actually, even before I was a coordinator, back in 2002, they were supporting the program.
Yeah.
The program's been in existence for almost 20 years, or actually almost 30 years, excuse me. And Lake Arts Council has been a huge supporter.
So, SHAUNNA, why have you been involved with this?
I just became president this year of the Lake Arts Council, and we definitely wanted to keep up with this tradition. And one of the reasons being is Karen Ketchum, who is our visual arts coordinator with Lake Arts Council. She's also a teacher. And one of her really passionate desires was to get kids involved in art because she, loved combining that art with teaching, and that's a big that's certainly something I can relate to too. And I just wanted to continue on with that tradition because it's so important. You're not only introducing kids to art; it's not just about art. It's introducing kids to conservation.
Got it. And now, Tim, you have this year's winning stamp with us.
This is Aaliyah Ridenhour.
Okay.
She's from the Springfield area. She is our Best of Show winner.
And this is, for people just listening on the radio, this is absolutely gorgeous. I mean, this looks so professional. They paint the picture with words for us.
So this is a cinnamon teal. It's a teal you don't see in Missouri. It's mostly a western states species that migrates up and down the west coast mostly, but it's a beautiful teal. It's a beautiful bird, and Aaliyah did a fantastic job.
And she is this year's winner. Was she, last year she was also? Last
year she was a first place winner. She wasn't a Best of Show winner, but I think last year's winner is on display here, or it was on display across the state. Now, Aaliyah's artwork will go on to compete against all the other 50 states.
And then what happens if she wins against all the other 50 states?
Then her artwork actually gets made into a duck stamp.
Into a stamp,
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and Missouri has had 2 national winners.
That's fantastic.
Since I've been a coordinator.
Yeah. If people want more information on this program, what do they need to do?
They can just search Junior Duck Stamp Program, but I also want to introduce the May 6th, we're going to have an award ceremony here on campus at the Anheuser-Busch Natural Resource Building in the Conservation Auditorium on May 6th at 2 p.m.
At 2 o'clock, there'll be a special
award
presentation.
Ceremony.
All right, and everybody's invited?
Everybody's invited.
The public's invited for sure.
Okay. Thank you both so much for coming by.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, now I want to introduce you to PAULA McFARLING. Good to have you here, Paula. And Paula is with us from Bluestem Crafts, Bluestem Missouri Crafts. And you are celebrating the 40th anniversary of that organization.
That's right.
40 years, and you told me in the same location for 40 years. Now, if some people listening or watching are not familiar, tell us what Bluestem is.
Well, it's a retail store that sells fine crafts by regional craftspeople. And we have over 300 craftspeople currently that we show and sell their items.
So if somebody is a craft maker, they can simply come in to Bluestem. Can they just say, I've done this, I've done that. Will you sell my products, or can I put them on display here? How does that work?
That's really how it works.
It really
we get
is?
people almost every day who come in. And But there's a process. It's best if someone emails us at office@bluestemcrafts.com and makes an initial
Presentation.
contact, and sends us a few pictures. And there are several criteria we look at. It has to be something that we don't already carry, and they need to be in our region, and that's Missouri or one of the 8 states that touches Missouri. And then the quality of their goods, they have to show good craftsmanship.
Yeah.
And that's really important.
When you say good craftsmanship, how do you know by pictures, by looking at it? Can you just tell, since you're a craft person yourself?
I am.
You can look at those pictures and say, yeah, this is good quality work or not?
Well, we can look and say they're still a beginner. You can really tell beginners work. They just have rough edges around what they're doing. And so we say, you need to practice for longer. Your first thing that you make is not good enough to go on the market. And then if they pass the sight test on the email, then we ask them to come in and bring some items in. And then we really look them over carefully.
So you're really very very studious about what you're doing. Everything you have in there is good quality work.
It is.
You have 300 different artists that participate in this?
We do. And what's really important to know is that 107 of them live in the mid-Missouri area. That's a lot of artisans that are just right here, that are your neighbors.
Yeah.
That are showing things.
Now, when you say artisans, are you talking about woodworking? Are you talking about painting? Are you talking about sculptures, or everything?
Not everything. We don't do any. We have no two-dimensional artwork, so there's no paintings.
No painting.
But three-dimensional, like we have one quilter who makes pictures out of that are quilts, that's really three-dimensional. And we have fiber, metal, wood, clay, jewelry.
Yeah. So you got pretty much everything but the pictures.
Yeah.
And you're a crafter yourself.
I am. I'm a weaver.
Yeah. Oh, okay. One of the spinners and weavers.
Yes,
Did you know Sue Gerard?
Uh-huh.
Did she have, when she was alive, did she have things down at Bluestem?
That was before my time at Bluestem.
Okay. I bet she did. She was quite a lady. But if people want more information, how do they find out about Bluestem Crafts?
We have a website, www.bluestemcrafts.com, and we have a Facebook page.
And if you're a craftsman and you're interested in having your items on display there and selling, you can contact
us.
Okay. Paula, thank you so much for coming by. And continued success. I wish you another 40 years in that same location. Okay.
It's a great location on 9th Street.
All right, on 9th Street in downtown Columbia. If there's something you'd like to hear or see, I'd love to hear from you. Drop me an email. That's pepperp@missouri.edu. And have yourself a nice morning and keep that smile on your face. Bye-bye.